Hello, Friendo Bindos. It is me, Colorblind Fox, bringing you some more Game Pass Let's Look Ats. Today we are checking out Back for Blood, which is the spiritual successor to the Left 4 Dead series, developed by Turtle Rock Studios and published by Warner Bros. Interactive, which means this may actually take place in the same universe as The Matrix. Who knows? But we'll hop right into it. Since it's launched, it has been a day one, or not a day one update, just a gameplay update to allow you to play offline. So there was a big issue where you were not able to play offline, but they've added that. They've also added kind of these Christmas decorations. Not sure how long those are going to stick around, you know, past Christmas, but they are there now. So when we jump right into the game, we're kind of in our little hub area here, just kind of a survivors area. And what you could do is you could go around here, you see all these, you know, enemy mannequins that you could shoot at. You come over here and see if you want to, if there's a gun that you want to practice with. Essentially all this ends up being is a practice range. So left there was pistols and shotguns. Here there are more assault rifles, more SMG type guns. So you could pick up your weapon, pick up some attachments for it, see how they handle, get a hollow sight here, and you kind of see what kind of damage it does. You know, whether it be 10 damage there, 10 damage headshot, no difference there. One new thing that they've added is if you come out here and want to talk to the sign, you could practice as a Ridden, which are some of the boss-like characters that you would experience, you know, playing through the game. So this would come into play if you ever do the PvE, player versus, or no, PvP. And if you come back to the main hub area, it's just saying, do you want to be a cleaner? Cleaner is just the main character you play as. A few other things to note here. Over here, you have supply lines, which are just contracts for you to do. Over here, there is a deck system, which are just going to be upgrades you will get as you play through the matches. Over here, what do they have over here? Customize your weapon. So if you want, you know, special skins on it, whatnot, that's what that's all about. But the big meat and potatoes comes through the gameplay. So we'll come to the campaign, hop into the campaign here. We'll just start it on Act 1, starting point. Yeah, so the first one. So I played through most of Act 3, but we will just create a run here. Because it is offline, that there is no crossplay. But say if you did want to play crossplay with your friends, you absolutely can. It supports it between Windows, PlayStation, Xbox, I believe. And this is kind of the intro story here, where it introduces the characters. Unlike Left 4 Dead, each character has their own specific upgrades and unique abilities. So they're chit-chatting, and each character does have a unique personality as well. So they have their unique lines, and you get some kind of attachment to them. I will say they aren't as unique as Left 4 Dead. You do get a lot closer personalities with Nick, Coach. You know, there are a lot of memorable characters there.
Look, I get it. No, you don't. Okay, we're surviving here, rebuilding.
All right, and just a lot of drama. But what we'll do is we'll just kind of skip it. If you want to, you know, listen to the story, you can. The acts, as you can see, they're broken down in a strange kind of unique scenario. We'll just play as Evangelo here, because he does have a pretty cool ability. So we'll pick him up here, and we're gonna lock that in. All right, and so as you play, the further you get in, so the corruption cards are cards that will always be there. So if we don't trigger any birds or snatcher or car alarms, we get extra money. And we have a starter card here of faster reload speed. And with that being said, we get to choose one of our cards from our card system. So this is something that I built myself. So we're going to turn our melee a little bit stronger. So we're going to, you know, ready that up. And here is our beginning. We do have 3 NPCs who could be real people if you want them to be. You just have to co-op with them. We got an Uzi. I'd rather pick up the carbine, to be honest. I can't tell. These look like actual people. They don't look corrupted like zombies. We could also shop here. We have 1,000 gold. And so if there's anything we want to spend it on, there is an ACOG scope. Usually I do not like the ACOG scope. Once you get an attachment on, unless you find a similar type attachment, you cannot take it off. So you want to be careful. We'll actually just save our money and just roll right into it, especially since we are playing on the recruit difficulty. So there is a zombie. Just like Left 4 Dead, if you've played Left 4 Dead, you already know how this game works. You can shoot through the door before getting through. So we'll just kind of open the door. We'll pull out our melee. And we'll pick up some gold right there. So exploring, you can get some gold to help you with your upgrades. So there are advantages there, but there's also disadvantages in the fact that you have to, you know, fight more zombies. So there is a vector there. So early off, you could have an upgraded gun. You could see what attachment it has. I'm going to pass on that. I really do like the carbine. Carbine typically does help out quite a bit. You can also ping things. So if you're playing co-op, there is some unique co-op abilities. We'll chop him up. We do have kind of a sniper rifle. As far as your secondary could only be melee or pistols, I believe. There's also like a snub-nosed shotgun that could also be that, but you kind of got to find it. The things are randomized as you play through, so it's not always going to be a crate here. It's not always going to be the same weapons. So we got our sidearms, so we're going to pass on those sidearms. Not one we want to play with. So we're going to kind of save our ammo. Ammo is not the most scarce, but when you start off early, it can be a little tough to come by. Meds, there's a health mechanic and kind of a full armor mechanic. So we're going to do that real quick and just watch our corners. Now, so far, we've only experienced main zombies, but that may change as we go forward. Now, one thing that you do kind of miss out that you had on Left 4 Dead that you do not have on these games is a shove mechanic. And the shove mechanics were very useful when you got crowded in or wanted to push back a zombie you necessarily didn't want to kill. And there are zombies like that where you just like, hey, I want to hold off. I don't want to, you know, blow your brains out quite yet. So there is an LMG there. But again, nothing that I'm concerned about. So right there, I actually do see a guy with a glowing arm. Any kind of glow spots you want to be concerned about, because that guy is not going to play any games with us. He's going to come through here. And we did do enough damage to kill him. So that is kind of like a mini boss sort of enemy. They're going to be stronger than your typical zombies. You do have to do a little more to knock them out. All right, so we're just gonna do a little scooting and looting. You can't, you know, go real quick. So here's the shotgun I was talking about as far as the secondary. So you could have a secondary shotgun, but that's pretty rare. I do like the melee just because you're never gonna have to worry about ammo. So we're gonna do this. So there are events like this where you could lower a bridge, call a horde, and so we're gonna do that. It's fine. There's one thing we can do here. I could throw this gasoline here. And if it does happen to come this way, we're having some gasoline and fire to kind of protect us. Now, it's not going to protect us from the back here, so we got to kind of watch our backs. Fire's still going, so most of those people are getting taken care of without much concern. There are crosshair indicators, so when you down someone or kill someone... Oh, so we're going to back off from this guy. So we got rushed there. Little bomb rushed. And so all the big baddies are kind of rushing us at once. And that's how it goes sometimes is, you know, once the game realizes you're doing well, they're going to make it a little bit harder for you. I do believe this takes the same AI director kind of style where the game will dictate how hard it wants to make the game based off your skill. And that was, you know, the big thing that the game was known for. There are special doors there. You can get a special item to open it up, but then you can't hold other special items such as like barbed wire or I think maybe even health kits. I think those fall under the same category. There are special categories. So like there's a toolkit right there that we got. So we'll go back and I can kind of show you what's inside those doors. It's really just going to be, you know, sometimes really good items, real good health. I mean, we'll open this up real quick. So there's a light machine gun or a shotgun. We also have free heals, so we'll take some of those. Random basic card. So that's just gonna, you know, make it a little bit better. We could hold that. Actually, we'll hold fortitude. So we're gonna get a little more ammo at the start, and we got an extended magazine for our carbine. So a lot of good stuff here. We could switch it out for an M16. A little more firepower, a little more accuracy, like probably, but we just took the magazine, so we're gonna pass on that, to be honest, because you can't take your magazine from one gun to the other, unfortunately. They definitely make you choose your decision. Ooh, a silenced M9. I'm gonna do that just because it's silenced. I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference. Oh, it's also a burst gun. I did not know that. So I probably should have read. These are ammo crates, so you could go through here and get some ammo. Do we need any other ammo? We do not, so. And you're like, oh, hey, what about that melee? You could still melee. I could still, you know, knife. That's one of the cards I picked up, so my melees are going to be a little stronger. I got something about Nemesis, safely in the construction zone. Maybe last time I fell down one of those. I don't know. It is pretty common for me to, you know, slip down. So yeah, I still have a pretty strong melee. So we either have a Molotov or a frag grenade. We get to choose between those. All right, so here we kind of want to keep our eyes open because one of the things was setting off alarms or setting off birds. So if you look over there, there is a flock of crows. So we're going to try to avoid setting off crows. We have a big boy here. Oh, I just got launched off the edge, so I don't even know if I could get back up here. I can. Yeah, that could have been, you know, really bad for us, but it's only somewhat bad. And actually, this guy could go fudge himself. We actually fell off twice. So now we gotta see if there's any possible way for us to get back up here. If not, we're just gonna go very slow around these crows. We can crouch. There, it's saying stinger, so if you have, okay, yeah, you could put on subtitles to help you know what creatures are around. I'm trying really hard not to upset these crows. Really want to complete this challenge. No sir, no sir. Okay, yeah, I think we may complete it. We also just may really fudge it up. There's some more crows coming around this way. I can shoot right into the crow. I hear footsteps, like big footsteps to my right. Oh, right above us. Yep, I see them. Couple stabs, no worries. Does look like we can't go up there. So we're just trying to get to the safe room. I don't know if you've never played Left 4 Dead. Your big thing is you want to get to the safe room. One of our players has been down, so we're gonna go try and save the bot real quick. Oh, he's being spit on. That's probably why he got down. He is getting tore up. Yeah, I will be a hero. Our teammates are reviving him. Okay, so that was a little intense, but we're gonna keep our high ground. High ground is definitely preferred on this part. We did lose a lot more health than I wanted to, but it's cool because one of our next cards will help out with that, especially if we're low on health. Few stabs to get him, and then there's the safe room. So as soon as you get in here, you can shut the door. AI bots don't care if you shut it on them, as long as all the humans get in there. So yeah, this game came out. Everyone wanted another Left 4 Dead because it's one of the best games of all time. And so they kind of came out with a spiritual successor. They did some things differently. Took a few liberties, which, you know, is fine, especially if you want to mix it up a little bit. It's not just the same game over again. It's not 4 individual chapters in an act or whatnot. So we get these cards and we We don't choose the corruption cards. Those are just specifically level base have gathered in this area. So this is just saying there's a lot of crows. If we complete the level with all our cleaners alive, we get a little bit more money. So these are cards we get to choose the order of. And one of the things I did is have stronger melee, because if we choose this, anytime we kill something with our melee, we get a little bit of health. So there is a way to kind of restore your health. So we're going to go to the shop here. We got a little bit of extra money, so we're going to do a little team support. So we're going to get, that would make our health things better. Quick slots. Trying to see. We'll put a compensator on our M4. We could heal up a little bit. So as far as this slot, we could either choose a health kit or we could use a toolkit. I'm going to use a toolkit because the toolkits are the ones that allow us to get health as well. All right, if we want to change our secondary for a deagle, we could. Better health items. Quick. What's the quick slot? That is offensive. So quick slot would be one of these guys. So we could hold 2 toolkits. You know, I'll do it. Yeah, we have the money, it might as well. And so we'll have 2 toolkits. It doesn't really hurt anything. And I mean, most of this is for demonstration anyway. Oh, is there ammo in here? I guess that's probably one thing to check out, is if there's any ammo to get. Guess not. You got to mainly use this box for the ammo. So we have people at this door. If I could stab you, I could get a little bit of health. Now I'm just going to shoot you in the face. That's fine. So as you walk around, you may notice that there's going to be a lot of crows. So, you know, that's just kind of how it goes. But here we're going to get some heals. Well, actually, I guess I don't need heals right now because I'm full on health because I healed. But it does make for a good backup. Now the AI is pretty good at like pointing out weapon, pointing out money, because they're letting us know, hey, there are some sniper rounds here, which is, you know, very nice, very useful. I said sniper rifle rounds, but an actual sniper rifle. So if I was really into sniper rifles, that'd be cool. Deal 1,000,000 points of damage. So there is a tracker on how much damage I've done, so that's nice. And this is like a huge boss. And so this is, it's not the, I wouldn't say, oh my god, we're getting kicked by this guy. I'm just trying to get around. All right, give me a steps for some health. Thank you. Yeah, so as you could probably expect, there are big red glowing spots. Oh, he's actually doing quite a bit of damage. So you can't, you know, do damage to his red spots. We want to get as far away as we can. We'll kind of play a ring around the rosy sorted game right there. Give me a little bit of health. It's not the smartest AI either, because you could just kind of run around this truck, whereas, you know, in reality, this big ogre thing should probably be able to, you know, kick this truck away. Yeah, so we're just going to play around. Oh, we're getting healed by our bot, so I appreciate that, bot. Now that we found this truck, we could, you know, just kite the guy around as we see fit. I should probably run away. We got a mini boss here, so things get complicated real quick. He's gonna throw that ball at me, so well, we just can't ignore that. So that sucks. Threw it right between his legs. So it doesn't seem like our teammates are helping, you know, fight this guy at all. We're honestly getting pretty low on health, or not health, and ammo. Now he is breaking that wall for us, which is nice. After a while, he just run away, which is good. Nope. Okay. So I hate to say this, but it is way easier on multiplayer when you got, you know, other people helping you out to try and take out this ogre. Let's do pistol strats. We'll whack him with the... Okay, so yeah, he ran away. So I'm just gonna heal. May want to, you know, use it for the bots, but I'm gonna say no. The bots can pound it. One thing to check, you may not notice right away, but if you look in these cars, there's a little bit of gold there, and that's pretty common for vehicles. So we're gonna try and go through here. Glad that we got the ability for stabbing just to get our health back up. All right, so yeah, there's a tall boy there as well. And we're kind of being surrounded by enemies, so it does get tough, especially because, you know, we've been going through the first level with a lack of difficulty. Now, one really cool thing is your AI partners will throw down ammo. So if your AI is throwing down ammo, make sure you go pick it up because they know when you need ammo. All right, so we're gonna heal there. And the levels do vary. They do have some large set pieces, especially as you get to the end of the chapter. I don't feel like I need to go around and spoil it for you, but they got some really good finishers. Some things that could really make Left 4 Dead 2 proud. Like they had that concert on Left 4 Dead 2. They had the thing where you escaped in a car, like an old school racer car. Like there's some stuff to rival that for sure. All right, our teammates are on fire, so let's hope they survive that.
We're gonna need bigger guns, my friends.
We don't need bigger guns. I just have a really strong pistol. There are a lot of them now, so that's one thing to keep an eye on. Is there's a lot of enemies. You know, again, we're just going around trying to grab some money. This guy's trying to heal me, unfortunately, but trying to fight this tall boy. Hoffman's probably the one who needs the health the most. I don't need health, friends. I wish they would realize, like, hey, I don't think the AI will ever prioritize healing themselves or healing each other. It said heal at a medical cabinet. We'll grab a basic card, so a little extra health. Where's the cabinet? Are they saying it's up here? Oh, there is a health cabinet here. So I'll heal here. I'm gonna point it out and hope that the bots use it.
Looking worse than usual.
Yeah, Hoffman, use that stuff. Okay, so the bots are actually healing themselves, which is good. Cool, so we have less of a chance of our bots going down. So that's actually really nice. What are we? I think I'm getting attacked from behind.
I think they like me a little too much.
So yeah, we got hit a couple times, but after a couple stabs, we get our money right back. So we are in a really good space. The only thing I could really ask for right now are some attachments for our guns. You could get some, like a holographic sight, or silencers on guns are super rare, but super good. That's why I picked up this pistol. Because if you don't want to surprise people, even though they're super loud. All right, so here's a good spot to use our toolkit. All right, so that is a high zoom. I will not be using that. I am very prone to staying away from ACOGs. Now, there are uses for the ACOG, especially if you're, you know, trying to play a sniper role. It works out very well. But just not the case here. All right, so she was trying to break on through. We got her before she caused too much damage. But we're going to continue on our merry way here. Okay, so we do see an enemy through the hole there, and we're able to finish it off. AI's super good at marking enemies. You know, depends on who you are playing with as far as PvE goes. You may get some human people who are fantastic at marking enemies. Sometimes you may get some people who are real bad. But all it takes is a left bumper, and you could say, hey, you know, there's a guy there. Watch out for them. All right, so what we have here, we got our ogre friend back. Fortunately, his health is at the same level, so not a whole lot we have to worry about there. We do have to kind of worry about these nearby zombies. Now, you could ignore them completely. Now, there is this tall boy. I'm going to try and avoid getting hit by this ball, because that ball of goo just really sucks and kicks butt. Kicks my butt. I did not pick up another grenade or anything, so we are kind of a little rough there. They are throwing me ammo. Okay, so I'm going to stick behind this. Yeah, so he just hit that pillar. Okay, so yeah. This is a big set piece, obviously. But I'm going to do everything in my power to take him out or make him run away. All right, he's going to throw that. He's going to chunk it. Please don't chunk it at me. So it is a little hard for him to do anything when we're on this bus. I don't know if he could grab us. He might be able to. I'm just not trying to get close at all to find out. Okay, and we're just gonna lay into him as much as possible. Yeah, so the AI does have problems here. Oh shit. He hit the roof, fortunately for us. Okay, so our bot's down. Our other bot should help her back up, but we should be pretty close to, you know, completely finishing this person. No one's helping the bot, by the way. I thought the bot would help the other bot. Hey, we took the ogre out, so at the end of the day, we did manage to get it. Found some ammo here. I thought they would probably drop more than ammo, so yeah, so there's ammo. I thought they were gonna drop money. That's why I went so hard on them. But we got some ammo back. So at the end of the day, we probably could have just went through the hole. I'm not sure what would have happened in that scenario, if they would continue to chase us or give up. I guess it doesn't really matter because we killed it anyway. But we're gonna try and get in this crate right here. This is a crate full of ammo, any type of ammo, so it'll stock up. LMG if you need it or are a fan of it. LMGs are good. We're gonna mark that enemy. I have a feeling that maybe marking the enemies, at least the bosses, does indicate to the AI players, hey, you know, focus on this target. I don't have anything to back that up. Looks like they might focus on bigger bosses to begin with anyway, or bigger zombies. But it does make me feel good sometimes to be like, hey, you know, why don't you guys take this guy out? All right, yeah. And you try and do as much damage as you can to them before they could get close to you. Because, yeah, that guy obviously does a bit of damage. Definitely doesn't feel good. And so we could buy cards here. When you take damage, your accuracy is reduced. No, I do not want to take that. So there are cards with trade-offs where they could, you know, make you good for in one aspect, but then terrible in another aspect, like you saw. That wasn't just a purely bad card. There was definitely a perk to it. We're just doing a quick search just to see if there's any extra money. There is an AK with a silencer. That honestly wouldn't be a bad choice. We could build off of that, but I'm just going to say no thanks for right now. We'll kind of go in the basement here. Kind of a flooded basement, so a little gross. We get a free card here. That's going to give us a little bit of stamina. So, you know, searching actually does, you know, improve your run. But it also gives you a chance to, you know, be downed or be taken out. So we're going to close our safe room. I don't know why I'm letting him in here because it doesn't really matter. Now, as far as characters, you do start with 4 characters for the game. After you complete so many chapters, you do unlock other characters. I think there is, at the current moment, a total of 8 characters to unlock. And then you get a stats at the end. It's not going to show any stats for any bot players. So you can't be like, oh, those bots are completely worthless. No, those bots are killing enemies. They're just not keeping the stats because it's no real big point in keeping stats for bots. I feel like it'd be nice for comparison, but at the end of the day, not a big deal. All right, so complete the level without the cleaners being incapacitated 4 times. Okay. And then we could see near my bunny, better aim speed, more damage resistance. I'm going to do that just so we could see more money. So the more money you have, the more stuff you could get. So we're going to start here. Most of our guys have some pretty good health. I wouldn't necessarily say we need a heal. So right there, like I could see money through the walls. And those cards, you get to choose the order that they pop up. So you could cater the run to your play style. So the stuff you're a fan of, you can make it pop up earlier. Team health, I would like our team to have more health just in general. All right, so I could make more bullet penetration or recoil control. These are already attachments I have for my gun, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm not going to spend another 3. Well, I could spend on another kit. We're almost full on health, so I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm going to use a toolkit and a decoy grenade. Oh no, that's a flashbang. Where is it? There's a decoy grenade, a pipe bomb. Pipe bombs are very good, especially if you get overwhelmed. Now, usually there's an extra weapon or 2 around, so I'm just going to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, nothing to be too concerned about. So, I mean, what I could do here I could startle these zombies, but just like Left 4 Dead, they cannot do anything through this door. They are pretty useless. I thought I could get a stab through. I guess I can't. That might be a little cheap if you were able to stab them through the doors, but we'll fire at them. And to reload, it also opens the door, so you might want to be careful of that if you're kind of using the same strat to clear them out. I'll use a regular shot here off my M4. That's going to attract all the zombies, which is fine. There are quite a bit, but they're just lining up for us, so it's not that big of a deal. So here, I can see money is in cars. It's in this corner. There's some ammo. We'll open up this box. Maybe there's a good gun. So you got a sniper or just a shotgun. The bot actually picked up some money, which is nice as well. I didn't think they typically picked up money. We have an M4 here. There are no attachments on that gun whatsoever. I will open up supply. A little bandages. Bandages will heal you, just not as much as a health kit will. So there's different levels of healing. There's also like health that is completely drained and you have to go to certain boxes to heal it. Like you can't heal back 100% just from knifing, if that makes sense. I mean, right now we don't have any of that external damage, so we're fine for now. I think it's like called trauma or something. It has a term where it's just like, hey, it's unable to be healed without special consideration. All right, so that guy was taken out. I did get a whack from that guy, so I'm just gonna kind of come through here, do some stabs. Now, heads up, I mean, I haven't really made a note of it, but there is a stamina element, so I can't just stab my way through the entire thing. So yeah, we're at 187. Looks like there's a little sliver because our health goes up to 190. It is because we have a little bit of that trauma. Can't go through that door, so we'll just kind of skip it. Alert these guys. Red crosshairs usually means you kill the person. White crosshairs means you hit them. Yellow crosshairs are like for your bosses here, where you're doing critical damage, but they are not dying. Yeah, so I'm hitting his weak spot. We have been buzzed here. Looks like it attracts these enemies here. Nothing too bad. Sometimes they do attract bigger hordes, but we're good for now. So here we could do something here. What's this? We could reload faster, but we cannot aim down our sight. So that is not something that I am actually interested in. Therefore, we'll not be picking it. And as you can see, we're kind of going through a different area now. There are some like city areas. This is more like a wooded area. And that's something that, you know, Left 4 Dead did very well. They had a variety of areas, whether it be through the woods or on a boat, that sort of thing. Or through cities. I think he went through like New Orleans on one point. Not a whole lot here. There was like hotels and, you know, it relies on a whole lot of nostalgia because it was a very memorable game. Oh, I hate you. I was just looking around. I stab these guys. So yeah, I'm covered in this goo, which just attracts enemies, but it's just nice because I can just use my stabs to keep it going. There's other mechanics. You can go prone, or not prone. You could crouch here to get a tighter spread on your gun. If you're running, you're not going to be very accurate, obviously. I'm down in your sight. But again, if you're familiar with Left 4 Dead, very good game. Really good game. If you want to get your buddies involved in here, you know, playing through the campaign, slaying zombies. Really no major complaints here. You know, if you're looking for a huge story-driven game, you know, that'd probably be a complaint right there. It's because you're not going to get a whole lot of story out of this. You're just going around, killing zombies, cleaning the area, not getting too invested. But yeah, you could, you know, be Agent 47 here. Oh, this guy just kind of popped up in my face. Oh, Hoffman, did you take fall damage? You do kind of have to worry a little bit about fall damage. Right here, it is made so you're not going to take any. But if I would have jumped straight down the waterfall, my ankles would be hurting for sure. But we're going to... Oh, we are kind of trapped here. That was just ammo. They marked an SMG. There are some nice gun customizations as far as, you know, putting attachments on and stuff. There's weapon rarity, weapon rarity as far as like green, blue, red, purple. Like it's not very deep. It's not Diablo or Borderlands style weapons of rarity, but you could find some cool guns. It's definitely a little bit randomized in that case. You're not gonna have the same run twice, especially because the game's gonna adjust on how you're doing. But things do look pretty familiar each run. You know, the map itself, it's the same map. One thing to be said, if you do like a more competitive aspect, you could play through these levels once as the heroes and once as zombies. And while you're playing through as the heroes, human controlled zombies will attack you, and then you could play as the zombies and attack, you know, the humans. So there is an aspect of competitive multiplayer too, if that also tickles your fancy. A lot of different options, just, you know, a joyous time. I think there may even be a survival mode to see how many rounds you could run, how many rounds you could win there. That's just a leftover from Left 4 Dead, which is also a good time as well. I mean, all those modes are modes that are in Left 4 Dead. And if I keep saying Left 4 Dead, that's just because that's what this game is based on. They don't hide it in the title. It's, you know, Back 4 Blood, Left 4 Dead. They are very aware. And, you know, they could have, you know, just try to use the name and pissed out like a poor man's make of it, but they made a good, solid game. You know, this honors the memory of it very, very well. I just say the characters are less impressive. The character design, like, they do have cool characters and they are unique, but they aren't getting the one-liners that they would of other characters. What happened to my bots? Did my bots disappear? Wait, what happened to my... I think all my bots died. Did all my bots die? I think they got blasted in the water. If that's the case, I'm just gonna hop in here. Yeah, so if you hop in the water, that's your in cap right there. So... Man, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. But anyways, that's Back 4 Blood. Usually, I mean, always a fantastic time, but that was so interesting to see. I have no idea what happened to my bots. I'm pretty sure they just got blasted in the water. Anyways, you know, I highly suggest you checking it out if you like, you know, running around shooting zombies. It's a good time. Anyways, you guys are fantastic people. I will see you next time, and I hope you guys take care. See ya.